Okay, regular meeting of the planning board of the Township of Bloomfield, Tuesday, November the 9th, 2021 is now in session. Notice of the time, date, location, and agenda of this meeting to the extent unknown was provided at least 48 hours prior to the commencement of this meeting in the following manner pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 231 of the Law of 1975, the Open Public Meetings Act. One, by posting such notice on a bulletin board of the municipal building, and two, by mailing such notices to the offices of the Independent Press, Bloomfield Life, and Star Ledger. And I'll do this salute to the flag. Allegiance to the flag.
To the flag.
United States of America.
United States of America. To the republic which stands
One nation.
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty, and justice for all.
Thank you. Take the roll.
Okay. Dr. Hill?
Present.
Mr. LaForte?
Here.
Mr. Zitka?
Here.
Mr. Babula?
Here.
Councilwoman Mundell?
Here.
Mr. Lassick?
Here.
Councilman Rockwell?
Here.
Ms. Richardson?
Present.
Chairman LaQuaglia?
Here. Welcome.
All right. So for the record, Mr. Stern and Mr. Harvey are both absent.
Okay. All right, so we have no minutes, correct, Nick?
Correct.
Okay, let's start with the new business.
Well,
Well, first of all, let me just say, for the public, whoever's listening in, there is no public interaction with these particular actions that we're doing this evening. We're just doing resolutions sent to us, and we're passing it on to our professionals. So there'll be no questions asked by the public regarding this. I see the number.
hold on, Alan. Again, that number is up 00138-11394. You're going to have to identify yourself, or I'm going to kick you out of the meeting.
Janice Kudo. Janice Kudo.
I'm sorry, can you spell your last name?
Couto.
Thank you.
Welcome.
She also has an echo, but she needs to be muted because she has two mics.
She's muted.
Okay.
Go ahead, Alan.
Okay. All right, just so I just said, there will be no questions or answers from the public regarding these particular items that we're working on now. First order of business. A resolution sent to the planning board from the mayor and council for review regarding a potential investigation for redevelopment of property identified as block 244, lots 10, 15, 46, 41, and 42 without the use of the power of eminent domain, and to provide recommendations to the mayor and council. And board, we're going to hire Paul Phillips of Phillips. Is it Price or Priest?
Priest.
Priest. Our professional planners.
It's Price.
Price. Phillips Price.
Price.
Okay. We're going to hire them to do the study on this on behalf of the planning board and the township.
Well, how are we making a decision to hire him? What's the criteria to select him?
We already hired him as a planner back in January.
Right.
Oh, is that what we agreed to back in January?
Yes.
That we would use him for the entire year?
Unless there was a conflict.
All right.
Okay. Yes. Right.
I just have a question, so, because the original resolution, and I see that, it's the next item on the agenda, the original resolution was to do a re-examination of the Phase 2 redevelopment to see if we should change the criteria for this property. I understand that's been rescinded, and now the council wants us to look at this as the potential for non-combination redevelopment. Perhaps Mr. Rubin could explain, how does the potential for declaring this as a non-condemnation area need redevelopment dovetail with the Phase 2 redevelopment plan? Does it take precedence over Phase 2? How do those two relate?
They really, one has nothing to do with the other. Declaring an area of need of redevelopment is pursuant to the criteria set forth in the local redevelopment and housing law, section 5. That's an objective determination made by a licensed planner who produces a report. A public hearing is then held before this planning board with testimony taken under oath in support of or against that designation. Subsequent to that, the options are to do a number of things: to amend the Phase 2 redevelopment plan, to do a site-specific redevelopment plan, which we've done on several parcels in the downtown, including Block 243 and Block 228. And that's going to be a determination that the council will ultimately make when they send us either a resolution with a plan or a resolution authoring us to amend the existing plan, or however they direct us the next go around.
Okay, so the phase 2 redevelopment criteria remains in place unless that's changed either because it's amended, it's rescinded, or a new redevelopment area is declared that would encompass this property.
No, I just want to correct, you're right on the first two. On the third one, it's not that a new redevelopment area is declared, it's that a new redevelopment plan is adopted, superseding the one that's in place today.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was just,
And if the existing plan were to be rescinded, it would have to be replaced with something. Either one of the existing zoning districts that, you know, we would just put there in its place, or with a new redevelopment plan. But that's down the road. In the meantime, the Phase 2 plan stays in place.
okay. Yeah, I thank you for the explanation. I just think it's helpful for everyone to understand, you know, how these parts fit together. And I realize that we're at the beginning of this process. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions, board? Do we need a vote on that, Mike?
What you need to do is just simply a vote retaining Mr. Phillips to do the study. Just for Mr. Babula's edification, I think that Mr. Phillips has done probably about 70 to 80% of the studies that have been done in this municipality, and particularly in this area, he's probably done all of them. So he's very familiar with this area, and we have used him not just for redevelopment, but for other things for many years.
That said, can I have a motion then that we appoint Mr. Phillips to do this study?
I make the motion.
I don't know who said that.
Mr. Zitka.
Zitka.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
For it.
Dan, yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Mike, you'll take care of that then for us?
I will take care of it.
Okay, good. Next order of business. Resolution sent to the planning board from the mayor and council for a review of an amendment to the zoning map to place block 215 lot 1, better known as 125 Linden Avenue, and block 215 lot 7, better known as 180-190 Ashland Avenue. Could you explain that to the board, Mike, please?
I'm going to defer to Mr. Marucci. This is sort of the province of the zoning officer who will be able to explain the reasoning behind this.
Mr. Chair,
Yeah, say thank you, Mr. Rochi.
Mr. Chair, members of the board, I just want to explain that the purpose of this amendment to this zoning map is actually to correct a discrepancy in our zoning map. At the present time, 180-190 Ashland Avenue is an apartment building that's on the corner of Linden and Ashland. But they also own a lot on Ashland Avenue adjacent to them that is zoned R2A, which puts them in the split zone. And then, unfortunately, on the Linden Avenue side is a two-family house that presently is in the RG zone, but should be in the R2A zone. So all we're doing is correcting the map so that the house on Linden at 125 Linden Avenue is going to be in the correct zone, which is the R2A, And the RG zone will have 188, 180, 190 Ashland Avenue with the adjacent lot also in the RG zone. It's just a matter of correction. It's something that I picked up when I was reviewing the zoning map.
Any questions for Mr. Marucci? At this point, Mike, we could just make a motion then to accept Mr. Marucci's, we don't have to hire, anyone to do a study on this, do we?
Well, this is just a review to determine whether it's consistent with the master plan and to make any other recommendations that you, may think are appropriate. You know, and I'll ask Mr. Marucci, this is probably the best way to do it. Basically, the idea that these are not zoned properly is not consistent with the master plan, which encourages appropriate zoning, correct?
Yes.
So that's really what this is all about, is to just make sure that properties are properly zoned. It was just a unique situation.
So we can make a motion then just to send this back to the mayor and council with the recommendation that it be rezoned appropriately as to Mr. Marucci's recommendations.
That's correct.
That will be the motion. Do I have a second?
And I will have to prepare a formal resolution to that effect.
Okay. Do I have a
Okay.
second on the motion?
Second.
Mr. Zitka,
Nick, take a vote.
okay? Am I muted? No, okay. Dr. Hill?
Yes.
Mr. LaFort?
Yes.
Mr. Zitka?
Yes.
Mr. Babula?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mundell?
Yes.
Mr. Plastic?
Yes.
Councilman Rockwell?
Yes.
Ms. Richardson? Yes. Chairman LaFaglia?
Yes, so moved. So the resolution for that, we could read that in at the next meeting then, Mike? Or do we have to?
Yes.
All right. And the only other thing, we have to make a formal, yes, Nick?
We have two things. We
Okay.
have to approve the meetings for next year, and we have to,
Well, it's the withdrawal of 102 Broad Street.
okay?
We have to make a motion, the withdrawal of the application of 102 Broad Street. Is that correct?
Just so my notes reflect that was done at the September 14th meeting.
All right, wait a
I
minute.
have,
because
my
we're
notes
trying to
say
figure that
102
out.
Broad Street, request to withdraw application without prejudice, vote of 7-0.
Hold on, let me just check, because,
Yeah, I thought that, but Nick,
well, we looked at, well, no, we didn't look at September.
September 14th is my notes.
September 14th. I don't have that on September 14th.
It was right after we adopted the resolution for,
right.
110 Washington Street.
All right, I will correct those minutes then. Broad Street. Do you know, you said it was a vote 7-0. Do you know who moved it? Who seconded?
No, I did not take that down.
All right, that's okay.
Yeah, there were 7 members, so everyone voted in favor.
All right, perfect. Then we're okay.
that's covered then, correct?
Yep.
All right, Nick, and then the meetings for 2022?
Yes, I just want to make sure, Mr. Babula, did I change the date correctly for you for the one that was a conflict with the Historic Preservation Commission's meeting?
I believe so. Let me see if I can
Yeah,
find that email.
yeah, double check the date for me and make sure. I believe it was March. Maybe I'm,
I'm looking, yeah, found the email, let me just double check. We moved that one to March 8th, let me just make sure March 8th is good.
okay,
I'm looking, and we're good.
okay. So, yeah, with the one correction of March 8th, I'm gonna make sure everybody, once we, approve this tonight, everybody will get a clean copy.
Anybody else continue with the dates?
Are we going to continue the virtual meetings into 2022?
That was another good point, Greg. We're gonna bring it up at the December meeting, however everyone feels about coming back in person or continuing the Zoom meetings.
Okay.
We'll see how things go. I mean,
We are expecting at least one application for the December meeting.
So,
I think you called, so we might have one, possibly two, correct, Nick?
One, possibly two.
right,
Yeah, so we'll have to have a meeting, and at that time we will discuss, board feels about coming back in person or continuing the Zoom meetings.
That's it.
Anything else, Nick?
You gotta move the meetings for 2022.
No, can I have a motion then to accept the meeting schedule for 2022 for the planning board?
I'll make the motion.
Mr. Zitka,
Second?
I'll second it.
I heard Mr. LaFors.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. So moved.
Okay.
We're good,
Thank you,
Nick.
guys. Thank you. I'm gonna publish, and I'll get everybody a clean copy.
Our December meeting is the 14th, Nick? I think
Oh, wait a minute, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yes, December 14th.
December 4th, that'll be our next meeting. That will be a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Anything on board? Anybody? None? Motion to adjourn? Oh, that's easy. Come on, motion to adjourn. So, meeting adjourned.
All right.
Thanksgiving.
Happy
All right.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good morning.
All right, come in tomorrow, Alan.
I will.